G'day folks, welcome back to the channel. Marty Winners here. Today I'm sitting in Hahndorf, South Australia. I've just had a breakfast here at Otto's Bakery. There's some bloody good food here and good coffee. This weekend is a long weekend in South Australia. It's Friday and the weather at the moment is absolutely magnificent. I think we're looking at about 27 degrees. It was a bit cold starting out this morning, so I've got a few thermal liners on. That'll be ripped off very soon. I'm going to be heading up to a place called Burra today. Burra will be staying in the caravan park, and we sort of tootle around the tracks and roads around there. Then the following day we're going to head across to Peterborough and stay in the Peterborough pub. Now the Peterborough pub is quite famous in the area, quite famous for adventure bike riders. It's a spot to stop if you're coming through South Australia on the adventure bike ride. You'll find there at the Peterborough pub, very welcoming. The owner of it is an adventure bike rider and a bit of an enduro rider, well known within the Flinders Classic and various other events around the area. And very good at hosting motorcycles. He's well set up for it. You'll see on the pub as you come through town a motorbike sort of hanging from the balcony. Yeah, so we're going to be there for a night and party on a little bit. We've stopped at Mount Pleasant Bakery and Cafe for a quick bite to eat. I think we're only about an hour into the ride now. We've done some awesome tracks from Hahndorf across to Mount Pleasant. John's done a really wonderful job, and of course we're doing the traditional stop at every bakery sort of thing on our way up. So we'll put on about 20 kilos by the time we get to Burra tonight. And how good is this? I think John's organised an ambulance to follow us along. Is that saying something about the ride that's to come? I hope not. I think we'll be pretty well right. So the guys are over getting coffee and cake, and I suppose I should join them because, you know, I've got to keep up the tradition.
Alright, that's all good. Okay.
just above Robertstown. We've been riding along Scenic Road, come up from Adelaide or Hahndorf actually, and usually a ride that would take you probably an hour and a half. I think we've been into it about 4 hours now. Absolutely gorgeous view all the way up here. You can't get wrong. This is a good stopping point. It's called Inspiration Point, I believe, so we're getting a bit of inspiration from our mappers. They're still going at it. They're trying to work out the best way to Burra.
Down and we'll detour to Emu Downs. It's a farm property that Wayne and I stayed on with Mike. And
magic spot to stay.
Yeah, there it's quite a nice property, farm, a little. How would you describe it, Wayne? It's a settler's cottage.
Old restored settler's cottage.
Two rooms and a lean-to, barbecue area there.
Plenty of room for tents out the front.
And, yeah,
brilliant.
They let it out. It was, I think, $60 a night to hire the cottage, and then there were another $10 a night per head
tents
for whoever was tenting.
That's excellent. That's good. So we're all under control. I think we know where we're going. We've got the Garmin GPS as well backing us up, but we'll always refer back to the hard copy maps. Yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. I don't think we're not lost. We're never lost on an adventure ride, are we, Lou? Guys are just discussing as to whether we'll go up this track in front of us. Apparently there's a fair bit of drop away up ahead. We'll soon see.
A lot of stuff's fielded in.
What?
Solid.
So we come to this track, it's a fair bit of a drop down here. Guys are doing a bit of an assessment. Obviously we're on the bigger adventure bikes and full panniers, and this is a bit of a full drive track. Pretty rough, but we've decided we'll be able to sort of paddle it down, I suppose, get down there. Yeah, bikes fall over, they fall on the panniers, hopefully. So the choice is we can go down there or we can turn around. It's been told, but I think it's pretty well okay. So guys, is it thumbs up or thumbs down? I think it's thumbs up. Yep, we've got a thumbs up. So yeah, Wayne's just clearing a few rocks from the track.
These are the ones that will bring you undone.
If you're not comfy with it, Wayne, don't do it.
No, don't do it if you don't want to go.
Yep. I've done it twice, but not laden.
I think it would be just maybe slow, or even in with the motor
first year. And
what about with the motor off, so you can use your clutch as a back brake? You've got your front brake, clutch for the back wheel, and you can do a bit of pedalling if you need to. Otherwise, with the motor on,
I reckon you just keep motoring down.
Yeah.
Or it came down this way.
Yeah.
Down the middle.
Yeah. After that sandy patch there.
Yeah.
Won't do any braking for you.
Oh, up there. Blackpool Road or something.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find it really until I know the way from the other direction.
Yeah.
Because you can actually ride all the way down to Truro Way. You know when you come over the Morgan Road.
Yeah.
It goes through Australia Plains.
Yeah.
And it comes straight up all the way.
Yeah. We went to Burra Gorge and rode around there. Tom B was in his element, up and down.
Shit.
No, Tom.
So if anybody wants to tackle it, I'm happy to meet you.
Well, I'll do it, Yui. If anyone wants to, I'll come back with you, Wayne.
I'll take the road this time. I think if my leg was okay, I knew I could throw my leg down quickly.
Yeah, you're going to need it just in case.
Yeah.
It just takes you by surprise, a couple of the slidey bits.
It slips and I have to go like that.
I mean, the second time I
Well, here we are, night one at Burra Caravan Park. Absolutely awesome ride up here. We hit a bit of a wet track there. You would have seen the local council group grading the road and wetting it down, so that was a bit slippery, a bit of a challenge, but we got through. So let's just talk to these riders and see what they think.
We had a good ride up there. A couple of U-turns, unintentional, but all in all it was pretty good. We did elect, I won't say chicken out, we made an executive decision, judgment call to bypass one gnarly steep drop away with loaded bikes. But yeah, great day.
You're happy with that?
Yep, thank you.
What about Wayne?
I just, you know, our leader didn't mention anything about the water crossing we had to do.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of a letdown.
The heavy downpour, shit.
Yeah.
The mud, the clay, coming up the other bank. Oh, look at the bikes, they're covered in.
Certainly didn't read that in the brochure,
No,
I can tell you.
absolutely not.
Yeah,
but
so
apart from that, good day.
pretty happy. And tonight, what are we doing tonight? Pub
tonight.
Pub?
Yeah.
Well, that's a silly question. What are we doing tonight? Hey? Anyway, we're all set up for tonight. We're looking good. We've got Lou over here. Lou's got his Taj Mahal happening. Lou, you happy?
Yes, very much so. It was a good day's riding.
Good day's ride.
Yeah, except for that muddy bit where I thought our tour leader could have got us there 20 seconds before the water truck left rather than afters.
Yeah, well that was a bit of bad planning, I think, on his behalf.
I agree, but I'm prepared to let it ride this time.
All right, so here we go. And what's on the menu tonight?
Tonight we've got the pub.
Yep.
And I think at this stage bangers and mash are sounding good.
Oh, wow, that's excellent. Well, it's a snitty for me for sure, and maybe one beer, one light beer or shandy or something like that. So after a massive day of riding today, travelling up from Adelaide, we've arrived at Burra. We're currently at the Burra Hotel having a bit of a feed, a few drinks before we actually go in and settle down for a great night. The guys are sitting down here. Big thumbs up from the guys and we'll be happy. All good. Lovely. Say hello from Burra to the world. Wonderful. Cheers. So we've stopped at this Burra Hotel. It's absolutely amazing, this hotel here. Looking at it, some great history. You go inside and it's a bit like an outback sort of pub, I suppose. Lots of sort of gear hanging on the walls and that, and some great service. So I'm looking forward to the meal we're going to be having tonight. Yeah, so if you're coming through Burra, pull up here. Bring the bikes in. It's a bike-friendly town. There's plenty of service stations, an IGA, little cafes and stuff like that you can frequent. And check out the Burra Hotel. And there's another couple of hotels in the main street there as well, which I'm sure would be equally as good. There's a butcher's across the road, so you can pick up a sausage pack or something like that and get into it. So tonight we're staying at the Burra Caravan Park, which is just only about 300 metres away. And yeah, I suppose we're in for a good night.